Artist Production.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, what's going on? This is your boy, Derrick, Huggins, All Access Gospel Indie Artist Corner. And let me tell y'all something. I have a real treat for you guys today. You do not want to miss it. This guy I met last year through someone else. So shout out to Robert Hawkins for introducing me to him. And he performed at the 4th Annual Key of Gospel Music and Ministry Awards. And so we really connected that way, and just a super duper fan of his music. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, welcome my boy to All Access Gospel Indie Artist Corner, Mr. Griffin.
Hello,
what's
everyone.
up, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, just doing it, man, making it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
CC, if you watch this video, you know, I shouted you out, make it happen, okay?
Hi, CC.
So, all right, Jacoy, man. So, listen, we're going to get started right quick. But before we get started, I want to remind all of our viewers out there, you guys can hit us up on our platform, www.allaccessgospel.com. Also, hit us up on all social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at All Access Gospel. So make sure you connect. Find us also on YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube. Pull up All Access Gospel and subscribe. Hit that like button, that bell, ding. Yeah, I need you to hit that. All right, go and follow us. Make this platform huge. All right, so Jacoy, let the people know how they can follow you.
Website, Jacoy Griffin, JaQuoiGriffin.com. Facebook is my first and last name, Jacoy Griffin. And Instagram is MR_JIA. All
right. So there it is, folks. Go follow him. Go like his pages, Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. Go follow him. Go to his website. And actually, I checked out your website, Jacoy. It's pretty dope, man. I just want to let you know I'm a fan. As someone who does websites for a living, I was like, yeah, this is dope, man. You know, we actually met our people over here at All Access Gospel. Praise God.
Right.
We don't just jump on the platform and we ain't checked you out. Praise God.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, man, it's really dope. And so listen, I just think you're a really class act kind of person. Just a few interactions we've had. It's really been a likable experience. And so really glad to have you on the platform. And I want to talk to you really quickly because I know you got your single out. So go ahead and just tell everybody a little bit about you, and then let's talk about the music. How about that?
Yeah, cool. Michigan native. I've been here since August of 2015. Moved here on a command from God. I've been here kind of since. A lot of siblings, big family. An introvert. I'm a people person, but sometimes I'm very shy and nervous. Other than that, I love to laugh. I love family and friends, and just having a good time.
All right, man. That's what it's all about. Family and friends, having a good time and doing all this. And so you're not a native to Texas, but you're here now in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I'll tell you, man, we're glad to have you in our community of artists and creatives.
Thank
you, welcome to Dallas. I know you've been here a little minute, but, you know, we're going to say welcome anyway.
I still take the welcome.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's talk about the music. So last year you were able to perform. For those of you that don't know, I'm also the CEO and founder of the Key of Gospel Music and Ministry Awards. And it was a pleasure at the recommendation of Mr. Robert Hawkins, who I think is probably the busiest independent artist I've ever seen in my life.
Facts.
So shout out to him. And man, I was introduced to him through you and got to listen to your music and everything. And you were able to perform on our main stage last year. And so really was a joy to have you. And tell everybody about that single that you performed and all of that.
Yeah, shout out to Rob for the opportunity and the connection. The single, I wrote that, I want to say in 2013, I believe. Was working at a job and actually wrote it at work. And just was kind of writing from my experience of who God has been to me. Got music put to it. And then when I was considering doing a new project, that was the last song that I was considering because it's not my typical song.
Yes.
But everybody that I listened to was like, that has to be the next single. Like, but it goes up 50 million times. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to carry that. So it was a big challenge. But it was just pretty much a personal testimony of who God has been. Some of the things that God has been to me. That's why you are.
Yeah. You are, man. Let me tell you something. And that was a big hit at that night at the Field Gospel Awards. I
Wow.
know I've seen you on a couple of interviews since and just doing some big things. And this is really what this platform is about, everybody, is that it's about, you know, highlighting and putting a spotlight on independent artists out there. I know there are limited platforms in the gospel community and the gospel industry for independent artists. And I do believe that is rapidly changing, thank God. And so, you know, this is part of what our one of our missions is here, is to make sure that artists like yourself find their way to the main stage. How about that?
We appreciate it.
We're real excited about your music. I think I kind of lost my video. There you go. All right. So check this out, man. I want to know, where can people find your music?
Every digital platform, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Music, Spotify. I think Mighty You Are is on more platforms than the first EP.
Gotcha.
So if you go to like Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Music, you'll find everything.
Yeah.
And then other platforms, it depends.
Now listen, you go to the main platforms, y'all got them. You know, the iTunes and the Facebook. I was about to say Facebook. It's on there too. Go check them out. Look them up somewhere. It's on there. But yeah, iTunes, Spotify, all of that, man. We want to definitely support each other. And listen, guys that are watching, that's what this is all about. And I'm a big believer that we're better together. So we really want to make sure that we're supporting each other, undergirding each other, and making sure that this music is reaching the masses. So we all can do that collectively. And one of the things I'm so glad, JiaJia, you tell me what you think about social media, has really helped revolutionize the industry in a way that most people probably don't realize. It's really been able to make us penetrate markets that we probably otherwise wouldn't have been able to reach. So I think it's really cool that we have access to social media to be able to advance our exposure and reach to the community out there. So tell us real quick, you know, how'd you get started singing? What happened?
Ooh, what happened was.
Wait, first I want to know, can you sing or can you sing?
It depends on the day. Some days I sing. If I'm playing to sing.
I'll just tease it. Listen, I know this brother can sing, man. Listen, I have firsthand knowledge that he can sing. He can sing because he came to Robin McGee's single release concert. And I don't know if something happened with the track or what happened with that, but you ended up singing something else. Tell us about that experience a little bit. What happened with that?
So I was planning to do Mighty You Are. Did all my warm-ups. I'm like, I don't feel confident. So I just prayed that God would have his way.
Yeah.
And it was something happened to where they couldn't get the track to play because I had it on the USB. Probably shouldn't have done that. So that was my fault. And it didn't play from the beginning. So I think that was kind of God's way of telling me that I need to take a different route. So luckily I had something else in my back pocket, one of my favorite songs, How Great Is Our God, and just kind of flowed into that. So yeah, it was a fun experience.
And it was great because what it did was it really shifted the atmosphere. So I thought that was really cool. And I mean, I think this is a big lesson. So talk to those artists, those up and coming artists out there about moments like that they're going to have. It's inevitable, right? At some point in your career, you find yourself to where you're having to make a split-second decision on changing something you were planning to do and doing something else. So speak to that a little bit.
Yep. Generally, I try to pray anytime I go into an atmosphere, God, what do you want to say? And sometimes I miss his voice. So I think it's just very important to be open, to not be set on, I'm doing my new single, I'm always promoting that. If you're doing what God is telling you to do, he'll promote you. He'll do the other part. So in that moment, it was important for me to be sensitive to God, and I was open. I didn't have an attitude about the song changing. There was no ill feelings because I had already communicated with God and invited him into my heart to have his way, whatever that looked like. If that means I didn't sing, I'm okay with that. If I meant I sing something different, I'm okay. So if we say that we are following God and we believe God, then we should, one, be in tune with him, in sync with him, co-laboring with him, and really trusting what he has for us to do in those moments. So just being
open. Yeah, that's great advice, man, to all of these artists. Because one of the things I've been doing over my managerial career of the last 20 years, I've always impressed upon artists that it's important that you're able to be flexible, because what happens is so many times, and you know this, that just things happen that are outside of your realm of influence and control. And so you have to be ready to still do ministry regardless of what happens. You know what I'm saying? The show must go on. Just from a purely crass technical point of view, the show still's got to go on, so to speak.
Absolutely.
So you need to be ready to be able to maneuver. And I think doing that with a good attitude is what really continues to propel you to other opportunities, right? Because it's not like you are, you're mixing it up with the promoter or the sponsor or whoever's bringing you in. And again, I express to my artists all the time. I tell them, hey, be flexible, have a good attitude, because it will take you a long way. So man, we appreciate you for doing that, brother. Glad to hear that. So yeah, definitely. So listen, tell us what's coming up next. What you got? Any fresh thing going on? Any new music? What's up?
So a lot of people have been on my tail about me doing some other things.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of taking my time. I think I'm kind of overthinking it as well. But I'm in the process of working on the new project. And I have some stuff. I've already started working on it, but just really finalizing that and getting that out. Scared and all. That new merchandise, I'm in the process of working on that. I'm really just trying to get a better grip of what I'm to be doing next in terms of music, like what type of music am I to be releasing, and just really getting a better understanding of who God created me to be, what sound I'm to release in the earth, where I'm to go, where I'm to not go. That's kind of where my mind is. Just really launching out a little more, not being afraid to promote myself more. But definitely a new project.
Well, listen, I'm glad to hear that there's definitely new music coming, although I didn't really get to nail you down on a time frame, but that's okay. That's okay. No, because you know what, man? Sometimes people, look, I've heard a lot of people kind of rush to put stuff out, and then it's not quite right. You know what I'm saying? Production elements are not together. Maybe, it's missing something or what have you, or, the post-production, the artwork, something's crazy going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it frustrates a lot of artists because, when the record or single doesn't do as well, they're kind of, questioning if this is their purpose. And a lot of times it's just you needed the right direction, or take your time, put it out, and make sure when you're putting it out, you're not putting it out for putting it out sake. You're putting it out properly and you everything. So I like that you're thinking about it. And for those of you guys that are watching that don't know JiaJia, as you get to know him, you'll see that it's clear that he's thoughtful and deliberative about not only the content of his music, but also how it's packaged and presented. And that's really, really important. So again, one of the features of this particular segment of All Access Gospel is to help indie artists understand these different mechanics to what you're doing in this industry. Take your time, guys, invest in yourselves. I say this all the time. So speak a little bit to that and, kind of your journey and, some of the things you learned along the way.
The main thing that comes to mind is just, it's okay to have help, and not just any help, but the right help. So the right people with the right motives, with the right intentions, with the right heart, with the right spirit, all of that makes a big difference. You can have a lot of help, but they have the wrong intentions and they're doing things for what they can get later down the road. Wow. And that's been like one of the biggest lessons I've learned along the way, because you have a million people that are coming, I got you. Yeah. Just let me know. And you let them know. And it's like a couple months later, remember when I did this? Whoa, whoa, no, I'm good. So just learning to really trust God and discern who's to help you, who's to be in your corner, who's to be with you. Because you can, with the wrong help, you can still be stuck going in circles. I started from nothing, like not knowing anything about packaging, production, none of that. I just had a song and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. I don't know who's going to produce this. So really just, again, taking my time, checking out other people's work and just reaching out. But you have to, you can be a jack of all trades, but if my first project, I did the cover art, I did all that kind of stuff because I needed it done. So the second go around, I was like, let me find people that their lane. I don't need to do that. This is not. So it's a big difference, but just learning to trust people to do what they do and what they do well.
Man, that's, again, just another ballpark moment that you're, expressing a lot of these things in this journey. And again, this platform, man, this is what it's about. I'm really excited that a lot of the things we have coming up are really geared toward helping indie artists in particular. Although we service major artists, independent artists, and everything in between, we really want to help find a niche and create a platform for indies where you also can just not find out what's going on with music reviews and premieres and event premieres, and we're doing all of that. But also to where we're setting up a platform to where indie artists can come and learn. This is a common thing I hear from artists that are out there aspiring to come forward or out there doing something is, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go. After I do this, then what? And even those people that I find that think they're super great, right? You find out, it's like, You can be a great singer, you can even be a great songwriter or musician, but if you don't understand all of the rudiments and the elements of this industry, it will swallow you up and it will leave you defeated.
Yep.
And so that's what we're seeking to do. So things like artist forums and artist opportunity, networking opportunities, things where you can come and learn from industry professionals that can help guide you along the way. That's what we're all about here, and that's what we're trying to do. So I appreciate you sharing some of those thoughts. Now, JiaJia.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
Look here. Now, I'm doing a song, and I want to know if you will collaborate on the song with me. And my song is called Jesus, I Want a Pork Chop. Not pork chop, but poke chop. P-O-K-E. Chop. Jesus, I want a poke chop. And I just want to know, could you just jump in on this with me and, help me out, do some filler vocals or, maybe lead a verse? No?
Let's do it on March 35th. I got you.
All right, y'all. This is gospel, okay? Indie Artist Corner. Listen, we say silly. I am a very silly person. Y'all will learn that. And it's so funny though, because people don't always get to see this side of my personality because I'm always Mr. Business, Mr. CEO, Mr. Mogul. Let's conquer the world, build my empire kind of guy. But I'm also a guy that loves to have fun and have a good time. And I think we can do that. And I think sometimes, some of these artists were so deep. We're just so serious.
I can't. It's okay to laugh. Keeps you young.
Okay. It's all good, But don't be hating on my song, JiaJia. Jesus, I want a pork chop.
Pork chop. I think he's going to give you a couple pork chops. He got you. That's
all I need. A couple pork chops. Other people ask for silver and gold and fame. I just need a couple fried pork chops, Jesus. You remember Erica Campbell's song? I need just a little more Jesus. I need just a little pork chop, Jesus. That's all I need. No. See, so this is what it's about over here at Indie Artist Corner. So I'm telling you, all of you independent artists out there watching this or industry creatives, listen, this is what it's about over here. You're going to have a good time with us. And I just want to, again, just say thank you, JiaJia, for all of what you're doing in the industry and how you are being bright light to so many people. Your music actually is encouraging people. I actually listen to your music quite frequently. I know you don't get to hear me say that, but you're hearing it now.
I appreciate it, man.
I listen to it quite frequently, and it just really is great stuff, man. Just glad to hear that. Before we get out of here, I want to give your social media again so everybody can get a hold of you.
Yeah, our website, JaQuoiGriffin.com, JaQuoiGriffin.com. Facebook is my first and last name, JaQuoi Griffin. And Instagram is MR_JIAJIA. If it's any other platform, it's not me.
Y'all heard it here first. If it's anything else,
it ain't me.
It ain't him. Don't be looking for JiaJia over. Don't be looking for him over there at Jarrell's house, because that's not where he at.
That ain't me.
He done gave you his information. Cause everybody gonna watch this video and be like, some people gonna be saying, "How I get a hold of him?" We done gave out the information twice, man.
Linda, listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
Linda, listen.
Listen, now, I love everybody, but some of the saints can be a little slow. So for the extra slow saints, give it to them one more time. Say it a little slow.
JaQuoiGriffin.com. Facebook is my first and last name, JiaQuoi Griffin. Instagram.
Hey. Opa, I ain't even Greek. Look at that. So look, y'all, go check out my boy JiaQuoi Griffin, y'all. Follow him on all social media outlets. Go listen to his music. Please go download it and buy it.
Yeah.
Or stream it.
Either or.
Streaming is not like what it used to be. Praise Jesus.
Facts.
It's coming, for all of you out there that don't know. No, seriously, I'm glad this came up actually, because a lot of people freak out about streaming. I'm like, dude, calm down. Streaming is really good for you. And sure, the pay scale, the royalties are different, but look, man, you want your music streamed a lot.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. You're right. And you still might be reaching somebody you don't even know you're reaching.
Yeah. And let me just go from a purely crass business point of view, because I'm Mr. Manager Extraordinaire. Look, man, if people are streaming your music, that's gaining popularity. There are all these algorithms on Facebook. On Spotify and Tidal and Apple Music and Amazon Music and all these metrics that they're using that's gauging that. And by the way, Billboard is using this information now to gauge whether you chart or not. So you definitely want to encourage that. So y'all go out and check out my boy JiaJia Griffin. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this has been All Access Gospel Indie Artist Corner.
Yeah. With
the THE JiaJia Griffin, my dude. All right, so JiaJia, man, it's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you again for being on the platform. Make sure you guys out there are sharing this platform. Share this video. Have a good laugh at my expense. I'm goofy and crazy, and that's cool. I'm good with that. Also, make sure to go check us out on our website, www.allaccessgospel.com. Subscribe to our email mailing list, and also make sure, the reason I want you guys to go subscribe to our email mailing list is because I have a brand new business partner that we will be rolling her name out soon.
Yeah.
But she is somebody y'all know, trust me, and she is amazing. But anyway, we had a wonderful meeting yesterday, and we have a lot of great features coming to this platform. A lot of spotlights and showcases. We're not just going to be highlighting artists, music artists, but also churches, pastors, ministries, mimers, liturgical dancers, all of that. All of that. Say it like you're from New York. All of that. Try it out, JiaJia.
All of it.
All of that.
All of that.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's it. So listen, guys, you want to make sure you're on our mailing list, so that way when new features and things come out, like for example, really quickly, this coming Sunday at the Potter's House of Dallas with the P.D. Jakes Church, they're doing an advanced screening of the Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel, their new music biopic that's coming out on Lifetime. Well, guess what? We're getting to see it a month early at the Potter's House this Sunday, and All Access Gospel is in that thing because we got free tickets. Hey, so listen, we're gonna be covering that event. Yeah, I'm telling you. So this is what you want to know. You want to know, man. So when we get these premieres and these advanced screenings and all this kind of stuff, if you're on our mailing list, we're gonna blast that out to you guys. You guys get to be the first to be in the know, because that's what All Access is about, baby. It's your all access pass to all things gospel music industry. And if we frying pork chops on the corner, guess what? If y'all ain't found the theme yet, we love pork chops over here. We love pork chops over here and All Access Gospel. Because I'm a good country Southern boy, and I like to eat. Can't y'all tell? I'm just saying. But all right. So, JiaJia, man, thanks again for being on. No problem. Thanks for being on with us again today, man. So don't forget, you guys also go follow us on social media. We're on Instagram and Twitter at All Access Gospel, and Facebook, All Access Gospel, and our website, www.allaccessgospel. Yeah. All right. So, JiaJia, we out of here, man. We're going to see you on the flip side, man. Love you, man. God bless you.
Love you back. Appreciate you, man.
Continued success to you. I'm signing off. It's your boy, Derrick Huggins, Mr. Pork Chop Central. Signing out. All Access Gospel, baby. Indie Artist Corner. Peace. See y'all. Peace.